5, 4, 3, 2, camera 3. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
This is Kev
And Jess.
and we're here with our show called Reflections.
Yes.
What does Reflections mean?
Reflections, basically reflecting on our past victories.
And we got 21 years of victories.
21 years of victory.
21 years of victories. 4 children.
4 children.
21 years of happiness.
Yes.
And we here.
We here.
We grown now.
We grown. We 21
Our
now.
relationship is an adult.
It's an adult, and it hasn't always been pleasant, but...
Wait. What you mean hasn't always been pleasant?
I mean, perfect. It hasn't always been perfect, not pleasant. But I think that the reflections we have to share today really leans on our understanding one another on a different level, 21 years of growth, because we were babies when we met.
Yeah, 24.
I was 17 when we met.
When we met.
Yeah. So he stole me from the crib, and
Wow. Wow. Wow.
But no, we met when we were young. I say that to say we grew up together and we were able to learn each other, learn the things we like, don't like. And then, somewhere in between, we found out we changed. We weren't the same people.
Well, I think that's something that's missing now, right? Because people don't grow up together.
Right.
So they come together grown, already kind of established in their ways.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can cause a little bit more conflict and kind of anxiety in the relationship. But you're right. We actually grew up together.
Yeah.
We got to learn each other's likes and dislikes.
And relationship anxiety is a real thing. So
100%.
A lot of people don't talk about it, but
I would say people probably want to know, how did we get to 21 years? Because we don't look like we got 21 years.
Look, we got two adult children. Shout out to
Alexis. Listen, you got to do shout outs when you're on Main Event Friends. So,
shout out to Alexis.
Shout out to Alexis.
Alana.
Whose birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday,
Happy
baby
birthday,
girl.
Alana.
KJ. Kevin
Our young
Jr.
prince.
And then
baby girl
Ava. So we got 4 wonderful children. So how do we get to 21 years? I would say the concept of reflections, right? We learned how to be each other's mirror.
Yeah, so we have been each other's mirror for 21 years. Didn't know that was our role, but what does a mirror do? So let's talk about the operational value of a mirror.
Okay. What's it do?
So when you look at a mirror, what are you looking for? You're looking for imperfections. You're looking at what you're going to fix. Typically, when you pick up a mirror, you're trying to look like, okay, an improvement could be made there. But when you show somebody else a mirror, that's a whole nother level of looking in a mirror. And so I think Kevin has been my mirror. I've been your mirror. And we've been using that premise in order to help each other grow and push each other.
Right. And I think what's powerful about that, right, is that if I look into the mirror that I'm holding for myself, usually I'm only looking at the good parts of me.
Right.
But if somebody else is holding the mirror in front of you, they obviously see something that they want you to see, right? And so being in a relationship in 21 years, I've learned to appreciate you holding the mirror.
Now, listen, sometimes when you hold the mirror up for someone else, it might not always be received well. So,
100%.
When you hold up a mirror for somebody else, you have to make sure you hold it up with love and compassion. Hey, listen, I see a little something. I want you to see it too. Not in like a derogatory or, offensive way, but I think that when we hold up the mirror for each other, so that's rule number 1. When you holding up the mirror for your partner, make sure you're doing it with love, compassion, and because you want to show them something to push them forward. And I think that's important.
So I think sometimes people don't want the mirror held up to them. I'm trying to think, why would they take offense to that? But sometimes they may take offense to it because they don't want to change. And they feel like the other person, especially in a relationship, right? You're always trying to change me. You're always trying to show me what's wrong with me. Right? But if you allow the person to do their own changing and you just hold the mirror to show the reflection, now that's the love piece, right? But sometimes what happens is one person's holding the mirror and the chisel. And you don't want them to hold in the mirror and the chisel. Let me do my own chiseling and reconstruct, build down and reconstruct. But you holding the mirror to allow me to see what needs to be chiseled. And I think that's where that issue comes in, because the person's holding the mirror in one hand, they're also holding the chisel, and that can cause some problems.
Also, sometimes one of the ways in 21 years that I've grown, Kevin has shown me the mirror when I had my own insecurities. And he saw something greater in me that I didn't yet see in myself.
Right.
So like a lot of the things I wanted to pursue, I was like, man, sometimes I'm like, I just can't. And he's like, no, let me show you what I see. And that also can be encouraging in a relationship when you might have an area that you might not be the strongest in. And then your partner is like, let me show you a mirror. Let me show you what I see. And that's kind of like how God does. Now, this ain't church, but let me tell y'all, our whole entire marriage, we are the church, but our entire marriage is founded in God. So it's impossible not to bring God into the conversation. But I think that's what God does, right? God shows us a mirror, and he shows us what he sees. The Bible says that he has made us well, that we are created in his image. So I think that a lot of times God shows us the mirror, and we're not ready to see what he sees. We might be scared. We might not believe it ourselves, but it's all done in love. And so I think the same way in marriage. We do that.
Because mirrors don't lie.
Mirrors don't. Type that in the chat. Type that in the chat. Mirrors don't lie. Audience, y'all hear that? Mirrors don't lie.
You may see something in your own mind, but when you see your reflection, the mirror never lies. The mirror is going to show you exactly what is there. And so that's powerful that you mentioned that we are made in God's image, because that's the truth of the matter. You may mentally think that you look a certain way, that you may be a certain way, but the truth of the matter is you were created in his image, and his image is perfect.
Let me ask you a question, Kev. Has there ever been a time I showed you the mirror and you didn't receive it well?
100%.
Okay, when?
I don't know if I have a specific time, but I'll be lying if I said that every time you show me the mirror, notice I said every time you show me the mirror, then it was received well. But I think that's where my understanding of our relationship dynamic, my understanding of your love for me comes into play. So we're a team.
Yeah.
We're one. So you're showing me the mirror, because if I'm walking out here and my face got crust on it, that's a reflection of you.
That's right.
And if you're walking out here and your face has crust on it, that's a reflection of me.
Right.
So I learned over time that when you did show me the mirror to show me maybe something that I needed to fix or correct, it was so that we could present the best image to the world of who we are.
Right. So the last thing I'll say on this is, I know that I have not always been in the best spirits when you have shown me the mirror. And I think the way in which you show somebody the mirror is important, but also the mirror will show you areas that you're still growing in, and it might feel offensive if those are areas of insecurity. So if I am insecure in a certain area and Kevin shows me the mirror, I might not respond the correct way because I'm still growing and dealing with myself in that mirror. So in showing me the mirror, I had to constantly remind myself, one, we're on the same team, okay? You're not doing it to hurt me. And two, that you're doing it to help me grow. So I think for anybody who's watching this, whether it's a partner, a life partner, a friend, a mentor, somebody who's showing you a mirror, is to learn to appreciate the mirror. But you got to make sure that you guard the relationship, so whoever's showing you that mirror has the best intentions at heart. So we have to have a relational intelligence when it comes to accepting what people show us, who is showing us the mirror. Right. So I understand our relationship, so I'm able to receive well.
Well, who's holding the mirror is important, right?
Yeah, who's holding the mirror.
Because I said mirrors don't lie, but then there are mirrors that will show maybe an inflated image, right?
Ooh.
You have trick mirrors.
Trick mirrors, yeah.
Right? You go to these houses, these haunted houses, or
fun houses.
These fun mirror houses, and some mirrors may portray you to be bigger than you really are, smaller than you really are, thinner than you really are. So it does matter who's holding the mirror, because I think the intent behind the person that's holding the mirror is just as important as the image that they're trying to get you to see.
Right. So how will we sum this up? So one, I think what you just said was key. I think that make sure you know who's holding up the mirror for you, because that's really important for us, because 21 years of reflection has been showing each other the mirror has been monumental for us.
100%.
I think the second thing is to make sure that the areas that people that you love show you, you check yourself, check your ability to receive well. Because if you can't receive well, then you're not going to grow well. It's like a plant rejecting water. Who does that? You know.
Well, a real plant can't reject water, right? It has. We talked about this in a different conversation, right? But when the earth is watered, the earth can't say, "I'm not going to produce," right? It's a natural thing for it to happen, and so the strength of the relationship is going to be based off of the pouring of the water and the soil being ready to receive.
Any reflections? Any final reflections for the mirror?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Okay, me too. Me too.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like where we are. I think it's important also. Well, let me end with this.
Okay.
What you see in the mirror in year 1 may not be what you see in the mirror in year 21.
Absolutely.
Because when we look in the mirror now, we see two totally different people.
Two totally different people.
Because life has sent us different things that has now shaped and kind of designed who we are.
Right.
21 years into the marriage, 26 years together.
Right. That's a whole lot of mirrors.
Right. Right. That's full body mirrors. That's facial mirrors. That's that mirror on the side of the hotel room that magnifies things, right? We have a plethora of mirrors, but it's important to understand that you may not always see the same thing, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to see something different as long as there's some maturity happening, acceptance and respect in what you're actually looking at.
So here's to 21 reflections for 21 years. And anyone who's in a relationship, if they're not showing you a mirror from love and compassion, you need to check that. And so we pray that you guys see the reflections in your own relationships and you're able to move forward with love and compassion.
Listen, before we go, we want to highlight, because we're coming towards the end of the year, right? And we realize that you don't want to start the new year off in the new year.
Right.
But you want to start before the New Year's happen so that when the new year comes, you are ready and you are prepared. So 5 years ago now.
5 years.
We created.
Ooh, that's a long time.
A book called Christpreneur. And it simply is a 31-day devotion designed for the entrepreneur. And it's written from the standpoint of God being the true CEO and business partner that you have. And he's speaking to you on a daily basis on how he wants your business to go.
Yeah.
And so we want to encourage everybody to pick up our book, Christpreneur, 31-day devotion for professionals.
We use it ourselves. We encourage ourselves. So we're both entrepreneurs, and one of the areas in which we've shown the mirror to one another plenty of times has been in the area of business. So you got this book. Let me tell you, this is one of our best projects. So if you want to start the new year off right, pick up Christpreneur.
All right, that's
We're
it.
signing off. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Cut.